Hi, this is Michael, and this is a review of the Bluez 2 wireless bone conductive headphones. Now these are pretty cool, and these are a lot different than any earbuds or headphones that you've ever used. Can't wait to tell you more about them. Now this is what you get in the package. You get a multi-language user guide, and this is sort of like a map. It just folds up. But all the information you need is in there, and it's written quite well. You also get a USB to micro USB charging cable, and you'll need that cable or one like it to charge the headphones. They do give you a very simple and basic nylon bag here for storing your headphones. So bone conductive technology, what the heck is that? Most earbuds are going to go in your ear canal, and most headphones go over your ears. These do neither. These actually rest on your cheekbones right in front of your ear, and the sound goes into your ear through bone conduction. So this little pad here vibrates, and that is conducted into your ear, and it works surprisingly well. I was really amazed at the sound quality of this, not at all what I was expecting. Now it has very simple controls. The controls are all on the right side, and this is the volume rocker switch. It also functions as a way to change the equalization of the headphones by pushing it in the middle. In other words, pressing the plus and the minus at the same time. You do get a voice prompt that lets you know that the equalization has changed. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what the equalization has changed to, but as far as I can tell, there are two modes here. You get a bass boost mode and then just a regular mode. If there's a third or more modes, I don't know what they are. I don't think there are. In the middle here you have a port which is covered with a little plastic flap, and this is the micro USB charging port. And then right next to that is the on-off button. And this button is also how you initiate Bluetooth pairing. When the headphones are off, if you press and hold it for 5 seconds or more, it will go into Bluetooth pairing mode. When you turn it on and just hold it for 2 seconds, then it'll just repair itself to your smartphone, assuming it's nearby. On the left headphone here, you do have a multifunction button, and this is what you're going to use to change tracks. And it's also going to let you do voice operations with your smartphone. It's also how you answer an incoming phone call and reject an incoming phone call. They do give you a couple of reflective strips that you can put on the headphones wherever you think is appropriate. You might want to put one on the back instead of on the side, for instance. And that is about it. They're very intuitive to use. Once you put these on your head for the very first time and feel where the switch is, there's actually a very tiny little bump on the end of the plus part of the switch. So once you've located that, it's very easy to get to the on-off, and then you know which is plus or minus for your volume. Now these aren't going to play music as loud in your ears as you are used to with in-ear monitors or headphones. However, I do get an adequate amount of loudness. For running, I really like these a lot for running. They're light enough, I don't really feel them once I get used to them, and they don't slide around much. For cycling, not quite as great, because once you get up above about 10 miles an hour, you start getting the wind noise around your ear just from normal wind noise. And I don't find that these play loud enough to overcome the wind noise, particularly when I'm going at higher speeds, 15, 20 miles an hour. The wind noise pretty much drowns out whatever sound these are producing. But for slower speeds and for running and other activities, they're really phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that I can still hear the environment around me without the headphones blocking my ears whatsoever. So they're really a big advantage in that regard. These are IP55 waterproof rated. Now they're not waterproof, I just used that word. They're water resistant, IP55, and so you don't have to worry about sweating with these. They are sports headphones, and they're designed to withstand that, and haven't had any problem. A couple weird things about these though. When I listen to these, especially when the bass boost is on and I'm listening to music that has a lot of bass in it, this bone conductive technology, I actually get kind of a a tickling sensation in my ear canal, and I can't get used to that. It's always there at higher volume, so I just need to back the volume down. And I don't know if that's just me or if most people will experience that. I can't really speak to that. I just know how it affects me. It literally just tickles. So it probably isn't surprising, because the whole point is the vibrations are going into your ear through the bones. So it makes sense that you might get some residual vibration there. The other thing is these aren't going to play really super loud, and even though they don't play super loud, I do notice a little bit of sound leakage, and by that I mean people next to you may hear that you've got music playing a little bit. Not nearly as bad as other headphones or earphones that I've used, but there's a little bit of sound leakage there nonetheless. As far as a hands-free for my phone, it works surprisingly well. As a matter of fact, it's one of the better devices that I've used for hands-free. It does have dual microphones, noise-canceling microphones, and they seem to work quite well. I've asked people how they think I sound, and when I switch between my iPhone 5S normal speaker and these, they say that the difference in quality is negligible. They say these are probably 85% as good as the iPhone 5S, whatever that means. But callers' voices sound good, and overall, I'm really impressed with this technology. I think it's really a game changer as far as headphones for sports. I think a lot of people are really going to like these. One thing I'll mention is this distance here cannot be changed. So if you have an oddly shaped head or just a differently shaped head, I feel that this is really almost slightly too short for my head to get a good fit. This has to fit squarely on your cheekbones just in the right place, or you're not going to get the maximum sound out of these. And also, I don't like these. You can't really wear these when you're laying in bed if your head is on a pillow, because if this just changes position just a little bit, it'll get off the spot where it really needs to be for optimal sound. Also, I notice if you're chewing gum or just chewing or moving your jaw around, that can affect the sound that you're getting as well. So it works best if you're not really moving your mouth around at all, because that sort of just affects the way these pads hit your cheekbones. But quite impressed with the sound quality and the functionality, and I like the control system. It works quite well. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.